Fucking Sal. He's going around now. He's got psychic powers. He's telling everybody.
He actually got them. He got some psychic powers?
Sal did a reading for a mystery celebrity. We didn't tell Sal who it is. We disguised his voice. We disguised Jeff Probst's voice. He didn't know anything.
Okay.
The reading was done via Zoom. As soon as they get in the room together, Sal starts the reading again. He doesn't know who it is. I can assure you of that.
Person, are you there?
I'm here. I'm excited for this. Thanks for giving me a reading.
All right. All right, so the first thing I'm getting, I see a man. He's tall. I'm guessing he's a father. This man's from the Midwest, and I think you might have grown up in the Midwest. I see horses. I see a ranch. It's almost like Kansas, like the Wizard of Oz. And your father's there. He's a tall man. I almost see him like in a suit, like in a briefcase going to work. He was a good provider. You knew that he loved you, but he didn't really show it too much. He hopes that you know how much he loved you.
I'm a little blown away. You knew that I grew up in the Midwest and exactly the state that I grew up in, Kansas.
Wow.
My dad did have an executive type job. He did wear a suit and he did carry a briefcase.
Wow.
He showed love, but I gotta admit, I think in that era, what you might be getting at is it wasn't the kind of love I would show my kids today.
Right.
My dad was a good provider. There weren't any horses per se or cowboys, but what's interesting is I do live in a home that is very cowboy-centric.
I don't know if you moved to San Francisco, but I'm seeing San Francisco.
No, there's no San Francisco really in my life.
So Sal saw that he had a father who worked and wore clothes and carried a briefcase. But here's my point. What's the point of the reading? I mean,
I don't know. They
told Jeff he grew up in Kansas.
Well, I think the point in that particular thing is that his father didn't express love the way Jeff would have.
Nobody's father did. Sal sensed there was some kind of.
The whole generation was like that.
But maybe Jeff wanted to know that because his father never expressed it.
Sal sensed there was some kind of emergency in Jeff's life.
Somebody recently had a pretty serious operation, like taken to the emergency room or something, almost like a heart attack situation. I'm seeing really, really bright lights. I think it's an operating room, so I'm not sure.
Well, my brother did just go to the emergency room.
Okay.
About 4 days ago. He really did.
Wow.
It wasn't traumatic, but that's where he...
What is the point of the spirits passing along information that Jeff already knows? Do you know what I'm saying, Sal?
Yes. Great question. The point of the emergency room was to let Jeff know that they were there. They were comforting him. It was, his brother was in the emergency room and it was very serious. And there's a lot of work to be done in the future. And Jeff is on top of that.
Jeff asked Sal if he was sensing anything else about his family.
Is anything coming to you about my family? Anything that's going on I need to know? Or?
Well, do you have a daughter?
I do.
Because they're just saying, talk to him about his daughter. You and your daughter, almost I think, live past lives together. You guys really have a connection that's really whoa.
I gotta say, Sal, you continue to amaze me. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
that rings very true. And no one's.
First of all, what did Jeff say at the beginning? He said, my father didn't give me the kind of relationship I would have wanted with my father. So of course. I mean, okay, you said, do you have a daughter?
To his children, yeah.
I don't know the guy. He could have three. I have three sons. I saw a girl, and I just saw the relationship, and I saw a soulmate connection with him. I'm just telling you what came to me.
Dick you are.
Fuck you.
Sal moved on to Jeff's relationship with his wife.
Your wife has her back turned to you, with her arms crossed.
And that's your wife.
To understand your wife more. You need to be more supportive of what your wife's thoughts are. Because she's sort of we got this thing going, but man, let me breathe too.
That does not ring true in how you're presenting it.
Okay.
Things are really good.
There's a wedge. There's a wedge someplace. Is it your sister?
No, I don't have a sister.
I'm telling you, there's a lady and there's a wedge.
Okay.
But there's some lady that's interfering in your life.
Right.
With your wife.
Right.
There's a woman who plays a role who's kind of like the puppeteer a little bit.
You got 50 things wrong, and then all of a sudden you go, well, no, it's a woman who's interfering.
I'm just telling you what I saw a wedge in there. I'm just telling him what I saw.
Wedge.
I mean,
I wish I
see
could give you a wedge.
right here.
Wedgie.
When the reading was finished, Sal got to see who he was talking to. He didn't know it was Jeff Probst.
I am
Jeff Probst, the host and producer of Survivor.
Hey, oh, wow, there you are.
What's up, Sal?
Wow.
I'm a little shocked at everything you said. I really am. I'm fascinated to hear the analysis of this on the show, because out of the gate, when you started describing me, I thought...
Jeff, the analysis is don't encourage Sal. He got nothing right. He got Kansas.
Nothing.
Okay, he lucked out.
Nothing right.
You go. You do what every psychic does. You go, yeah. I think there's a problem with you and your wife. You're crossing. I see her with her back to you and her arms are crossed. Well, no, everything's good with my wife. Well, there is a woman.
I'm just telling you what I don't really think there's something there.
Yeah, okay. Post-interview,
can I say one thing too?
Sal started to get very emotional about his psychic abilities.
I have nothing to prove. Just me personally. I know that the afterlife exists. And I'm so happy that I was able to utilize the other side, who's right intertwined with us within our universe, to help Jeff out.
As a spiritual post-analysis, do you have a message right now to your spirits who helped guide you through that?
Yes, I do. I just want to thank you, great... I'm just so thankful. I'm just grateful for the light and the love that they placed in me, and they placed in my family.
My imaginary friend.
And I will continue to do my best.
He's crying over the voices in his head. Most people go and get help
on their behalf.
You're crying. Why are you so emotional?
Because it's a beautiful thing. It's like once you recognize, once you can feel and recognize the light and love of heaven, of what's out there, your life changes. I don't have a gift. But it's not. Nah,
you don't.
I am simply tapping into something that we can all do.
Sal has no gifts.
None.
Zero.
I am special, though.